Okay, what do we got? Capricorn, gematria reduced. Number 7, January 19th to February 15th, the goat, spleen, adrenals, amethyst, Saturn, lead, tiger's eye, Saturday, and garnet. If you've ever seen tiger's eye, it's really neat. Maybe get yourself a piece of that. Would be helpful. Divine universe wants co-creation for this world, not codependency. We must all do our part to step up and be brave. We are all responsible for the outcome and the future, and have all the history to prove change is a must. We do our part, and the universe does its part. Most of us are controlled by fear, motivated by lack or shame. We do need to understand love is unlimited and the universe itself is abundant, which means we too are abundant. Instead of working through fear, we all should be working with love and overcome. We all have to have love, or we will always be destroying things around us to try to fulfill that empty hole. Anyways, okay, let's see what we got first. Let's do past life. I don't know if I did a past life for Aquarius. Overall collective, 2 cards chosen, communion and fortune for the goddess tarot. That's Ishtar and Lakshmi, if I'm saying that correct. If not, sorry. 9 of coins. Self-sufficient, abundant, or is that supposed to be in the reverse? Be responsible. Capricorn. Okay. Ooh. Asia. Interesting. Asian ties. Roots. You got the solar plexus here. So Asian ties. A lot of the fire energy in the belly. Meditation is important. If you're not good on the yoga and everything like that, at least try doing breathing exercise and stuff. This may be your roots. Maybe you may not look Asian, but you have Asian ties. I would do the research there. It's almost like a reflection sort of energy I'm getting for that. High priest or priestess. Not sure about the Asian cults, what they call that. Do they call them the emperor and empress? I know for dynasties they had that. Do they have priest or priestess? Or is that more of like a pagan thing? No, because you have Catholic as well. Anyways. Okay, we got those 2. High priest or priestess, and you got Asia. Let's start off with clarification card for Asia. Let's go with Asia. What can we clarify for that? Comes through. Ooh, 3 of Swords in reverse. So instead of heartbreak, it's the opposite. So whatever lessons have already been learned from whatever bloodline this is, Capricorn, and if you are recreating anything, that's on your clock. That's a decision, because there is enough information to not make the same mistake anymore. Can we get some clarity on that whole idea of 3 of Swords in reverse? Oh, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, wanting to date. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it all over. Maybe you have to. I don't know. The goat. Maybe you're so used to being the one outcasted that you think that person's gonna outcast you. Come on. Give yourself a little bit of credit. Okay, Asia. What else? Okay, come on. Let's work together here. Okay? For Capricorn. You're almost done. I know you're tired. Capricorn. What do we got? Addiction. Oh, buddy. Put it down. Cigarettes, smoking, anything like that is, if you can't look at it like it's not a problem, at least look at it like somebody else can use that against you. Okay? Like a handle or whatever. It's a vice, meaning if somebody knows your weakness, as anybody in world has ever discovered, when you're dealing with the other sides to anything, they usually find out what your weaknesses are and they use them against you, correct? Whether it be your own brain or other people. And any form of addiction is just going to be something that can be used against you. So codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, or restraint. You're dragging around that little heart of yours. That's your inner child right there. That little heart. That's your inner child, in my opinion. And you're just dragging it behind you like it don't mean shit. Do what's best for you. Clean yourself up. Sober yourself up. Do whatever you have to do for you. It's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of effort. It's not pointless. And you actually do have value and worth in this whole fucking thing you call a game. You're actually very valuable. And actually the fact that you're suffering this much shows how valuable your fucking heart really is. And your energy and what you can put in towards this whole development of our co-creation of an actual nice place to live instead of the shit-ass place that everybody was. Your energy is very important in this too. You are not obsolete. You are not insignificant. You are not nothing. You are something. You exist. You are a form of energy that exists, and you have the actual brain capacity and power to co-create with the universe to do better. So thinking you're insignificant is a projection that was placed on you from somebody that was really badly hurt. And now you're carrying their burden for them instead of them learning the goddamn lesson. So you're just carrying that hurt. But the thing is that at what cost? No, okay. If you have in your past ancestral history, you got the high priest and high priestess, right? If you have those gifts and those talents and stuff and they're being passed down to you, if somebody else is coming into your life, that's great and everything, maybe manifested them in, but not before it's time. Do your work, heal first, so you don't end up in the Three of Swords energy, because that's not a good energy to be in. Okay? What else we got here for love? For Capricorn, love, Oracle deck. That's one little thing in there. Something you're missing. Separation. If you're in the midst of separation right now, whether it be like a full-on relationship you were in and you're in separation, or you were in separation with yourself and you're coming back into union with yourself. Okay? Give it time. Takes time. Make the time. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Nobody is 100% sure about the future. You can use your best discernment and your judgment and your intuition all you want and all the information you've been given, no matter how intelligent you are. Everybody is playing this part and we all have free will, so it's constantly changing up like gears. Right? And every time another person makes a decision that has an impact on another person, that all comes into play, and the things that happen behind the scenes. So it doesn't necessarily mean that even if you were to be pretty sure how the future is going to go, that's not going to change rapidly. So learning the lessons, thinking about a person in the past, if it's meant for you, it will return to you. I believe that 100%, 99%. If it's meant to you, for you, to you. If it's meant for you, it will return to you. If it's not, it wasn't meant to be, and it's a form of protection. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, even though it could break your heart. You'd have certain emotional attachments and codependencies on that other person and how they made you feel, which is chemicals released in the brain again. Then yes, it's going to hurt, but that may be for your highest good. There should be a reason for it. And it's easier said than done. Coffin. Endings, new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Oh, didn't I just say that? Clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. Yeah. Honestly, anything that you're codependent on right now is not going to help you in this process. I'm not telling you what to do. No need to always learn the hard way. Can. But if there's another way, then why learn the hard way? You end up juggling everything constantly if you don't. A little bit more information for High Priest, Priestess. Oh, look at that. My cup's empty. Give to everybody but myself. Sad. 2 of coins. Balance, juggling, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Trying to hold on to that third eye energy. So you already see things. You already are using your gifts. By the way, this giant thing here, this amethyst, very good for amplification on certain things. Keep it next to your bed or carry it with you. You could do that too. Ooh, nice and warm. 2 of coins, 6 of swords. I think you're pretty much done. You're ready to set sail and take off and leave all that other bullshit behind you. Regardless of how high those walls were for protection. That's good. See, a lot of water. Kind of continues on to the next one. No fear. Just move forward. Keep going. You have the information. As you go, because you're in tune, the more in tune you get with yourself, by the way, and that's cutting out certain things, the more in tune you get with yourself as you go, the different challenges or things coming up in your life will no longer seem like huge hurdles or big inconveniences or big towers or burdens. They're more like just insignificant kind of, oh, okay, well, what do I got to do here? And they just turn into lessons. So it's more of like a positive thing, not so much negative anymore. And it gets easier as you go. Overcoming the programming, overcome the fear, which puts us in survival mode, which makes most of us destructive. Learn to co-create this existence instead of being controlled by insecurities. Do not abandon yourself. Learn to heal first. Be patient. Wake up with the sun. Say thank you for another day and all the shit to come. Gratitude is a must-have attitude. Move forward. Don't worry about the monetary stuff. That comes after. When you start healing from within, if there's certain aspects in there that's still blocking you, it could be third party, but it could be yourself too. If you're not happy, you could be blocking your own abundance. Which is strange that we do that, but we do. What else? What else we got here, actually? New beginnings. Controversy. Disputation, particularly in writing, litigation. Maybe there's some things that you got to work out on paper. You got to figure that stuff out first. Controller. An officer who checks the accounts of collectors or public monies. What else do we call a controller? Something for video games. You like gaming a lot. Maybe you're escaping reality through video games. That's all you do. Or could be a remote controller for a device. Could be, again, remember how I said addictions can be used against you, like handles? So if somebody knows that you like to drink, they're going to constantly keep feeding you alcohol to keep you in a submissive state. If you like to smoke weed, maybe your buddies or whatever, if they know you're quitting, they're going to constantly offer it to you. Like that sort of thing. Usually a lot of people experience this through their healing portion of it, is that when they start cutting out the vices and habits and stuff like that, within context, a lot of the time people will tempt, or they will try to get you to revert backwards, so they have a form of control, or they can keep using you, which is technically doing the same thing again and again. Monomania, insanity, and regarding a single subject or class of subject, a craze. Clavicle, the collarbone. It's funny how they call it the collarbone. Are we wearing collars? Mine broke when I was born. Maybe that says something. Ooh, family. Death in reverse.